He said he's having network problems and
Mhm.
live, but he could get on his phone if he wanted to, but I don't think he knows that. So I'll message him and let him know. So
Sounds good.
FYI, StreamYard supports mobile on Chrome browsers. What on earth is that?
What?
There's some sort of tinkle, tinkle, tinkle noise,
Oh, just some music.
like a piano or something. How's it going, man?
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I seen you.
Yeah, just tired. It's a lot going on.
Yeah, you have had a lot going on. All
Mhm.
moving and hauling and shifting of things. And
Oh yeah.
how is life, man? How's the job?
Oh, job's going well. There's a lot of hours to put in.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking up a lot of time trying to find sleep where I can.
Yep, I hear that. Although for
That's
me,
why.
sleep tends to find me pretty easily. That's the problem.
Yeah, has been finding me very well lately.
So yeah. So have you been able to work on stuff at all, or?
Not really. I just don't have time, man.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
Like I was telling you guys.
Well, I do have some stuff to share. Um, and so I thought that'd be fun. Okay, here. Wait a second here. Oh, goodness sakes. Hang on a second. Something stupid happened. I thought I had this all figured out, Rico. Turns out I'm very wrong.
What happened?
Oh, I'm having a connection problems. I'm not connection problems. I was setting up weird. The link was missing a letter, and Facebook figured it out, but Twitter did not. So
Oh,
that was that whole thing. So we go on my share screen. We are going to look over at. Once it gives me the little doodad.
It's raining ice.
what right now?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Can you not hear it? It's like ice balls.
Aye. Well, apparently it's raining ice over here.
Yeah. Sleet.
No.
Or an ice storm, even. I was down in Oklahoma when I was a kid down there.
Mhm.
The green country up there used to have, it didn't snow very often, but it would have ice storms. There would be freezing rain that would come in and just instantly freeze the minute it hit anything. So you just have these sheets of white on everything, and power lines would fall down. The whole works. It was a mess.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah. Not my favorite.
We haven't got much snow here, but we do have a lot of ice.
No.
Yeah. So something of a culture shock, but they had 2 inches of snow not long ago, and they canceled school.
2 inches?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I wish I was exaggerating.
It's a little something, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here it is. Check it out. Here's page 1, all lettered up.
Oh, nice.
Um, and I'll scroll down the thing so you can see the rest of the page. But that's pretty good. Pretty fun.
That's cool.
Then there's page 2. It's likewise lettered and ready to go. I just started page 4, just to tell you where that's at with this. And I'm doing all of the lettering and the page formatting in that Clip Studio Paint program, which has actually got special design comic book tools in it and everything. So it's pretty straightforward with figuring all that stuff out.
That's cool.
So this has been fun. And here, once I get like the first few pages, I'm gonna put them down in into an ebook, EPUB, and send them to you guys. You guys can read them over, see if you think the dialogue works. I've been having people in my house proofread it so far, where that all goes from there. But one thing I did change on here is that Barry had just a white cigarette.
Oh, so you put like a little filter on it?
Yeah, I went ahead and made the filter tan there, and it added a shadow to it.
That's a good idea. I like that.
So I didn't mind it the way it was, but I looked at it and I was just like, it feels like it needs a little something. So I did it.
Well, Reese, that looks really good.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. And then the next page, page 4, of course, is the flashback. And it is, of course, going to cut off just the edges here. If you can see where there's marks here.
Yeah.
Those won't show up in the final, but that's where everything outside of this top line is gone. It'll be gone. So when they cut it.
Well, we anticipated that though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I full bleed it there, but it will be full blade all the way up to the edge on this top edge. So
I really, really like how Barry colored this page.
yeah, this page turned out really nice. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's right. I was hoping to have all of this done in December, but I was just was not able to get to it here. But my plan, and I've sent messages to the supporters, our backers, and everything. Once I get these first 5 pages put together, which I anticipate to have that done by the weekend. Guys to read it over, just make sure you think it feels good, and then I want to send that little mini ebook, that 5 pages, off to the backers so they can kind of see where we're at with progress since we're delayed on everything.
Right. I'm in my kitchen, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 pages will bring us up to Francis yelling at the cop too, so that'll be a little different dialogue introduced to the character. So
yeah.
And Barry said that last time I talked to him, he said he had some of the more pages that you had given him that were colored and ready to be sent over. He just hadn't gotten them yet.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I think page 7, or maybe that was page 9, that investigation scene.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do you have any down there still right now?
What's that?
Do you have any of the pages that are just waiting to get picked up or whatever? Or
Yeah, I do. I have a couple. It's just a matter of I'm not about to dig them out. It's just a matter of just getting them down there.
Yep.
I'm anticipating Emilio's birthday is on the 2nd.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'll be down there definitely on the
Oh,
2nd.
good, man. Groundhog Day.
So like, yeah, so not this weekend, but next weekend. So what I'm looking at.
Well, awesome, man. Yeah, we'll have to.
That looks,
Or
that looks,
something.
that looks really good, man.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with this one. Actually, I've been going through a lot of them. And I like the color palette on some of them. So
Yeah. He chose a really unique palette, for all this stuff.
so I don't know if you've been on the social medias at all, but last weekend I made a couple of announcements of stuff. Something just chimed at me. I should look into that here.
Yeah, dude, I've been completely off the radar with social media. I think I posted like one Facebook post in like the last month,
Right. Yeah, it gets. I mean, it really is a burden to try to keep up with all that kind of stuff. Honestly.
Yeah.
So.
I just really don't have the time for it.
Yeah. No, I get that for sure.
I mean, there was one time where I was posting something every day,
What was all okay. So anyway, last weekend though, I made the announcement formally that I'm working with an artist, goes by the name of Carl, on a project for probably fourth quarter this year. Try to do a crowdfunding on, and it's called "Welcome to Lincoln, Mr. Little," and this is page one.
Oh, let me take a look. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's Chad as an apprentice at the Sidekick program, and his first week as a sidekick. So
That's cool. So when did you guys get this page done?
He got it to me last Monday, I want to say.
Oh, nice. Did you do the coloring?
Yeah, I got it colored.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to do just pretty basic flat colors. Get it kind of that superhero aesthetic,
Uh-huh.
Kind of go from there with it. Try to make it feel like on the back, love letter to superheroes is what I want it to do.
We've got a visitor.
I'm sorry, what?
We've got a visitor.
Oh, huh?
Oh, Pups. See?
Oh, hey.
It's Bree.
Paparino, huh?
Say hi, Bree. Okay, I'm gonna let her down.
Yeah, dogs don't care about art.
No, she's getting restless. And she doesn't smell great. She needs a bath.
So yeah. So that's a fun bit. I'm enjoying it. We're working on the story. I'm hoping to make it into a series. We got to put the funds together for the first one. And also, the other thing I went ahead and shared is that if you look over at our Facebook, made an announcement there on our main page, but also talking about the I Bent to Hell story that I'm working on with Rolf and with Taliesin. they're hoping to do earlier. And so yeah, that I'm hoping for this summer to do the crowdfund on. We're working on the production right now. So the first, I want to say 10 pages are penciled, and Tolly's doing inks on them, and we're I'm finessing the dialogue and the script on the last story, and then so that's moving along pretty well.
Nice.
And that'll go big into production when we finish the Forces story that we're uploading right now. That's on the Patreon. Panic at the Ren Fair, and that's when that's done, we're going to actually put Forces on a hiatus, probably for the rest of 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I just I can't manage the all of everything going on, and I really want to work on these other things. So it's one of those things where Rolf would probably be up for drawing, but if we want to keep Forces colored like we have, which I do, and script written like I do, I can't do everything. So I decided, we've had Forces on hiatus before. The end of this story is a good place to rest for now, and so that's just what we'll have to do, and just plan on working on trying to build up our Patreon brand a little. Try to offer some other smaller projects, get the store ready so people can actually buy stuff, all that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at the minute with everything. So. Yeah, that's where we're at with it. Is we're just trucking along with stuff. But,
right.
Yep.
I'm just trying to keep my head above water.
So, do you guys have like a busy season out there, or does it just kind of always go for you?
It's just always busy, is what I found. There's like this Christmas season is pretty much full time for us, just like going constantly. The people that actually got a little bit of a break were the folks that worked out on the floor,
right?
Actually building these things. But like for us, there's always, a variety of prints that have to be made before they ever get to the floor, so it's just nonstop.
By the way, the other day, Anita and I do not remember his name. Larry, thank you. They bought some comics from us.
Oh, nice.
They have a pen pal that lives out in Egypt, and we found out that somebody in Scottsbluff was making comics. He got real curious about it, so Anita decided to surprise him with a comic care package.
Oh, that's nice.
So bought some comics and some color books and sent them away, which is fun. And they said in the middle, they said, "How's Rico?" And I said, "I don't know. I haven't talked to him in like a month." And they said, "Oh, well, I hope he's okay." And I said, "I do too." And they said, "You're gonna talk to him?" And I said, "Probably."
Yeah.
"Hello, we're thinking of him." I said, "Okay." "Tell him he's missed." I said, "Okay." So there you have it. There's the story.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where the heck is Barry?
I don't know, man. Let's check the chat. See if we have any messages there at the on the thing. No. Okay. I know he said he was on his phone with his phone company, so maybe he's still hung up with that.
Yeah, maybe that's what's going on.
But yeah, so that's kind of where we are at the moment with everything.
Yeah, last time I saw Anita, and Larry was at the mini con.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they came, said hi briefly.
Cool. Yeah, we're I know Barry's working on some other little side projects too.
Oh yeah.
He's got this idea for doing like infinite canvas comics where they're like a scroll that's an entire story and or chapters of a story kind of a thing that he's working on. We've written up a couple of little of things for him, and he said he wants to handle the dialogue and stuff. So we'll take a look at how that all goes. Yeah. Yeah, we just got, just
So how did the draw together?
what?
How did the draw together go?
Oh, they were pretty good actually. We had a bunch of people there. What's his name? Come on, Chris Lord, who did Z-Bites. He's moved back into town, so he came down and chatted, and that was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun. And it turns out that he is friends with somebody in town who's been wanting to make comics, and never felt like she could, and like never felt like she had permission. I guess was kind of a thing. Was always like just she needed somebody to give her a push, and she came down because she and Chris knew each other for years and for a while anyway, and didn't know each other was involved in the arts at all. And she was doodling, and he saw it and complimented her, and she's like, he says, oh yeah, do you do art? And he says, oh no, I write comics. And she says, always wanted to draw a comic. So she came down to meet with us, and because she's never she's wanted to, but never really tried, right?
Right.
I don't know what the sizes of anything they are, and I don't know what to do with them, and I don't know panel layout, and I'm like, yeah, just come hang out. We'll work it out, man.
Right. We give you some pointers.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, it's fun because Chris has just been really frustrated trying to find another artist because he got like 8 pages or whatever for his second issue, and then his artist kind of flaked on him. And he's really been frustrated with it. Money, of course, is always an issue with something like that. So it's not like you can just reach into his pocket and pull out someone. And so he's trying to find somebody who'll work with him and do it collaborative so that they can kind of do the profit sharing thing and
right.
Or take a little bit on the front and then get more on the back, or however they wanted to work that out. And just wasn't able to find anyone that they could come to agreement on in a way that would make it actually feasible to do.
Right.
And he's like, well, I'm making better money now, so I can save up and maybe look at it for 2021 or whatever. And that's been kind of his opinion. And then he met this other gal, and they really have a fun attitude toward the project. And she checked out the website and thought it was cool, and said, "This is what I like to do. This, yes, let's make this happen." So,
right.
So that's where they're at with that. And she's already had some like design concept for how to make the next chapter of the story a little different but the same, so it fit with what they have so far. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, man. So yeah, that was one really fun thing that happened there at the draw together. So, but yeah.
Yeah, in my case, life's just kind of taking over.
Yeah,
It's like my own project's been dormant since about June, I think. You know,
Right. Now, when did you move down there? Because that kind of summer is like a blur to me.
really early July.
Early July was it even?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, early July.
Yeah, for some reason I had in my head that it was like September, but
No, September is probably when I moved in this place.
mm,
But yeah, I've been here for since July. I was looking at my online pay stub the other day, and it was like I think July 7th was my first day of working. Kind of hard to believe that I've been here that long. It doesn't really feel that long.
yeah, it has been wild. So, I was looking too at um, the uh, the Joe Jobs thing, and I had put together a mock-up cover. I was going to try to put together for the MiniCon, and I just didn't get it there, and I really wasn't happy with it.
Right.
But I was looking through my art, and I have that sketch that you did of Greg. And I was talking to Taliesin about it, and I said, "How do you feel about inking this sketch and adding some backgrounds and making that the cover? Would you be willing to do that?" And Tali said, "Sure, that sounds fun." So if that's cool with you, that's what I was going to go ahead and do for the cover.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. Now, he didn't want to touch your pencils. He felt really weird about that. So I'm probably going to scan it and then convert it to like a blue line and then get it printed down at the Staples and have him ink over that.
Right.
So then when we scan it in again, we can scan it in and just digitally remove all that. So, and then the wonders of coloring. Man, I tell you what, this Clip Studio is a game changer for coloring. Holy, like I thought Krita has some really great smart fill tools that are just wonderful. But this one of the great things about Clip Studio is it has what they call is a linear burn layer. And it can actually just color it recognizes the difference between positive and negative space. So it'll just color the negative space. So you can flood fill and then close negative space on a separate layer. And so it doesn't have to contend with any of the artifacts from the bottom layer because it just paints over them.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah. So like that one I was showing you about, this page here, coloring and lettering it. I mean, the whole works and laying it out, everything, probably 6 hours was all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's the program?
Yeah.
It looks like Photoshop.
Yeah. It's very similar. Very similar. It's not quite as intuitive as like Krita for me. But I tell you what, man, it's great. And also it comes in a suite. So Clip Studio Paint, I got the Pro version.
Mm-hmm.
Regular Clip Studio is the publishing part program, right? And
right.
So I could create or edit stuff in Paint, and then it automatically imports it into Clip Studio, and then I can lay out and actually publish EPUBs or printer files right from it. And it has built-in like automatic filters, so it can publish in CMYK.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be able to go straight into the printer. We should get pretty near identical color to it, which is awesome. So
yeah, I miss working with Photoshop.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with this program. The only thing is my stylus pen took a dump on me this weekend. Like, it's the weirdest thing. Like, okay, so like I have that fancy tablet that Barry got me for Christmas like a year, and I've been loving it, man. Because you guys pressure sensitive, so you can do all sorts of effects with that and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, Let me show off another piece I did here. Taliesin drew up this picture. I went ahead and colored it. And I'm going to use it as a promo piece for this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
It's Chad fighting a giant paddlefish right there.
Nice.
Yeah. And those trees in the background, that's a brush. Right?
Right.
There's a particular brush that I was able to use, and
That's awesome.
that texture that I wanted, and then I just changed up the greens to kind of give it the shading that I wanted. It was awesome. And I was able to manipulate that based on the pressure on it. Well, anyway, I'm working on the thing, and I try to, not this one, it was the other piece. I come back to it and try to work on a couple of details in it, and all of a sudden it's acting really stupid, and like it's registering that I'm touching the tablet when I'm like a half an inch above it. And so by the time it actually touches the tablet, it leaves this giant line on everything, and it's not touch sensitive on the giant line anymore. And I don't know what happened. I've tried getting hold of the tablet's like tech support people, and back to me, and then kind of stopped. I don't know what that's about. But I've been busy at work, so I haven't had a chance to follow up with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, real pain, especially since I've got these projects that I'm in the middle of that I really want to have time to get right.
Right.
And here you're telling me that you're not going to? What the heck? Hard. Anyway, that's been frustrating. But yeah, I'm really tickled with this one. So I got to give a little, I don't know if you would know this. You see the little sign here. It says no whaling. I don't know if
I saw that.
I don't know if you're aware of this little tidbit of Nebraskan lore, but here in Nebraska, it's illegal to go whaling. It's on the state law. And
It's kind of extraneous law, really.
yeah, nobody knows exactly why, because obviously we don't have whales, right? However, from my understanding, the predominant theory is that paddlefish, real paddlefish, now this thing's monstrously large, right? The real paddlefish get as big as a man. It's the end of its tail because it's got this weird snout thing. Could be like 6 feet, right? Not big enough to eat a person, but as long as a person, right?
Right, right.
And most of them aren't that big, but those are the big ones. But they have them there in the Missouri River. And so the theory is that they saw these big things in the Missouri River 100 years ago, 120 years ago, whatever. He said, well, no whaling. We're not gonna go in for that. But nobody knew the difference, right? And you go back to the past. That was not that long after Moby Dick was written, and there's a whole chapter in Moby Dick about how whales are really fish. Everyone knows that whales are obviously fish.
Right. It's obvious, yeah.
No, Melville, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of on the wrong side of history there, but that's all right. We'll forgive old Herman just this once,
Yeah. Anyhow, so that was one of those things that I thought was just real funny. That was real funny. But yeah, so that's what we're about there
Bye.
at the minute.
Well, where's our fearless leader, Barry?
Well, I don't know. He's off fighting the great fight for the whatever who's it's. Yeah, I don't know. Did I show you? Did you see the speaking of Chad here? Did you see the trading card design that Carl gave us for Chad?
I might have a while ago.
I can't remember if you did or not.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I bought it from him, but pretty tickled with that. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll save that. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm very tickled with that.
That's awesome. So when did you give me that?
What, I'm sorry?
When did you give me that?
December.
Nice.
Yep. I'll probably bring that back out when we actually do the campaign for the thing. We might even offer it as like a postcard or something to go with the stuff. But the first time people are gonna get their hands on it is trading cards, and of course, another part that we've been working on behind the scenes too is working on the RPG system, so that we can go ahead and get on the backs of the cards varies the design there, and we should get we should have all the like stats and everything based on our RPG system.
Right.
Of course, it'll be based in time. So Chad, right out of high school, that kind of thing. We were a few cards short from our set too. I think we have 6 designs that are done.
Okay.
So how's is Sam down there these days, right?
What's that?
Sam has moved down there, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's here. In fact, she's in the other room.
How is that going? Are you guys
Oh, it's going good so far.
easier?
We're just plugging away. Just plugging away. She's getting used to working at home.
That's one of those things that like either goes really well or doesn't, depending on your mindset, I think.
She seems to like it, you know.
Yeah.
Although there's some, I don't know. There's some aspects to it, you know, that she's not really crazy about. You know, she has to make like a definite, I guess, like a definite effort just to get out of the house. Which is kind of somewhat challenging when it's really cold outside. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I imagine that could be a real pain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But I do my best to try to keep her, you know, doing something outside of the house, you know,
Mm-hmm.
keep her interest going.
Cool. Any word from Barry over on the Facebook group or anything, huh?
What's that?
I was just seeing if there's any word from Barry. Because I'm not trying to sound gracious, but I'm probably out of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I am too. As a matter of fact, I had about an hour window to do this. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that makes it right about now.
Yeah.
We got started with well, I guess we're at 40 minutes, but that's close enough, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, but thanks for taking the time to come on, man. I've missed seeing you. That's the truth.
Yeah, I miss you guys too. Just
Yeah.
just kind of a weird phase in life right now.
So when you guys are coming, when you're coming down for Emilio's birthday, is that going to be? Are you coming down like on a Friday, or what's the plan?
Yeah, we'll be here on Friday. Sam wants to stay a little longer to watch the Super Bowl with her family. You know, as for me, I can't really, afford to miss a day at work. If that makes any sense.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So who knows? I mean, we were talking about maybe taking separate cars, or I don't know. Or I may have to develop an illness between now and then. I don't know.
I've got a bad case of the Super Bowl fever.
Yeah, but definitely, I mean, for sure, like this weekend will be coming over.
Yeah.
Dick Emilio wants to have like a Nerf gun battle for his birthday, which sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah, that does sound fun.
Yeah, with like I'm a little concerned because he wants to do a more grown up one with Nerf rivals.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen those.
Are those the little balls?
Yeah, they kind of hurt.
I've never used them or anything, so
I never have either, but I've been shot by one once, and it's it's not exactly a picnic.
I can imagine.
All right, man. Well, looking good so far, so good. We'll have more to pass on to you guys.
Well, yeah, for sure. And I mean, I don't want to be obviously don't want to be a downy clowny or whatever, but I love getting them pages.
Yeah, I get it, but
I mean, you gotta sleep. You gotta take care of the day job. I understand all of that. So
yeah. Unfortunately, it's kind of like when you're in a malaise as an artist. You really can't force it. Unfortunately, it's either there or it's not. Yeah. But more on that later. For you guys.
Well, anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap up the show. For those of you guys who may tune in later, we didn't have anybody come in during the show, but that's okay. At least not that I saw over here. For you who may tune in later, of course, we are Ideal Comics, and catch us online. Our website, idealcomics.net, still kind of a mess because we just haven't gotten stuff put back together yet, frankly. There's more content. There's weekly content over at forcesofgoodandevil.net. You don't have to remember that long one. If you go to Ideal Comics, you can get there. We've been uploading a story a week over on Forces. We are currently going through our 120-page epic called National Villainy, where Greg and the kids from Villain School head to Fremont City, Colorado for the first ever National Villainy competition. It's like Scholastic Sports, but they're criminals. And in that story, man, all wackiness is about to come on loose there. First chapter was uploaded last week. Tells about how they get there. Next chapter coming up there is the competition really begins, and it's full of kidnapping and duels and ray guns. It's awesome, and that's on there. Plus, we've got a bunch of other projects in the works, and we are still in the process of figuring out. We will have a store where you can purchase physical and digital material from us. That's not ready yet. If you would like to help us move that along a little faster, of course, you can always join us over on Patreon, where you get a sneak peek of upcoming projects, exclusive digital content, and chance to get printed material when it comes out. So key on over there and give us a little help. We just picked up another patron last week, so that's pretty cool. And and that's the story. So for all of us over here at Ideal Comics, to all of you out there in Webtown, have a great night.
All right, take it easy, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.